What's up, guys? Velo here, back again with another in-depth location tutorial. Today we are going over Frenzy Farm. This is a really big area, okay, guys? And when I'm talking Frenzy Farm, we're talking about all of these fields, the barn over here, the various sheds, the little water mill over here, these fields, little sheds here, and of course the giant plantation-looking house here, which is kind of central in Frenzy Farm. So let's go ahead and start with this, because this is probably the area of most confusion. It's a little complicated, the different levels here within the house. So let's just start right here on the southernmost tip of the roof. You have a chest right here in the very tip top of the roof. You can get that. There's also a few different spawn locations for loot up here in the very top level, as well as some spots that you can get wood by breaking like the bed and the different items like that. You can also hop down one level, run all the way down to the end. You have all these pallets so you can get your mats. And then right here behind this double stack of pallets, you have another chest location right there. The next one is going to be just below us here. And you can get like, I'm not going to go over every single spot that there is an ammo container or a loot location, but you can come down these stairs or you can break through the floor onto this level. Out here you have this patio area, and then you have a chest right here which is actually on top of the bookshelf on the bottom floor. But I just wanted to run you around and just show you all the different rooms where you can find loot. I usually just go for the chests initially, but if you have control, it's not a bad idea to go through every single room, and you never know what you're gonna find. You might get some really good loot that way, and also you can get your mats up. You have various bedrooms, a lot of opportunities to get wood, ammo, etc. But let's go ahead and look at this next chest spawn right here on top of the bookshelf. And again, the beauty of this new update, it's not really new at this point, but you can break the things underneath the chest and everything will fall down for you just like that. So on this level, same thing, no more chests on this level, but again, a lot of loot spawn locations throughout. This door right here will take you out onto another patio that also has loot and tables and stuff, so you can get wood that way. You can see the ammo crate here and things like that. If you jump down, though, in this room, which is the northern end of the building, just underneath the staircase, this is another spot for the fourth chest in this house. And then the fifth one is actually in the garage area on the south side. So if you're looking for a route, is like what I like to call them, like what route you're going to run, landing all the way up top is a good option here. Get this chest, and then if there's like loot up here, you can run down or to that end and get that chest, or you can hit it here and just drop down to this one right here. This one's probably a little less popular spot. If people are landing up top, you can land down here and get this chest right here and maybe end up with a purple submachine gun. Again, ammo crates and loot spawns throughout. So let's go. Let's come south here, and we're gonna go counterclockwise because this is a really big area. But if we come straight south, this little shed right here, just outside of it, you have this little wagon that has another chest that you can break. The little gardens, you can get wood and things like that. You do have an upgrade station in this little red barn, which is just south of the big plantation house. Upstairs, you guys can already hear it. We have another chest location. How many times am I going to say location? Up here. And then working our way around now. This little shed, I guess you could call it. I don't really know exactly what they are, but I think it's just, it has like barrels and stuff in it, so I'm just going to call them all sheds. But there is another chest right here, just behind the barrels. And we're just going to keep on working around the perimeter. You guys can see how this is laid out so far. We've gone through the house. We've gone south to the little shed here. Just on the other side of that, there was a chest spawn. We have the barn that has the upgrade station for the weapons, another chest here. A lot of ground to cover, so you don't have to land at the house if you're going to come Frenzy, right? Depending on if you're playing squads or solos or duos, whatever it is, there's other places around here that do have a number of chests. This little area right here, not a whole lot going on. Sometimes a weapon will spawn here, but right now it's just ammo. So we're going to work our way down to this big water mill place. There actually is only one chest in here, but there are a few other spots for a loot to spawn, as well as a number of pallets so you can get good materials. But if we go up just above us here, is there another way up? Yes. Do we have to break up? I think you have to go out on the outside. No, you have to break up. Is that, where is, I'm kind of confused here. Where's the chest? Oh. There it is. It's all the way up on the very top. So if you're going to come here, land on the roof. Figured it out, guys. Sorry, I don't know every single spot like the back of my hand. I'm looking at a map right now to remind me and refresh my memory. But there you have one, and then you have another one right over here inside this little silo that you just break this and get the loot out of this next chest. All right, just making sure that I'm not missing anything, checking this. All right, cool. So if we keep on going north now, you do have all of this hay and stuff. This is a good place for cover if you want to hide for a minute, duck out of the way. But if you come all the way down to the very bottom here, inside the corn, you will be able to find another chest. This is kind of a cheeky one, little hidden spot. This is a good spot to land because nobody else is probably going to come here if you're trying to be like incognito, and then you can always use the corn for cover. All right, coming up, you have this little cave right here. Good spot to get brick. I think this one, obviously I'm in creative, so it's going to give me a lot more, but it's one of those 900 hit point rocks. Break out the floor right here. You got another chest right here. From here, I like to just build up, come up on top, and then you have another chest right here underneath this little shed, and you can always hide in these little bushes too if you need to take cover. I don't know why they put this here in creative. Right now we don't have any of those in the game, but maybe they will be coming in a later update. So let's make sure I didn't miss anything here. All right, coming up here, we have this little broken house. Got a llama here, nice. This broken house right here has another chest. I'm going to open all of them just so I don't miss anything. And then we have the barn right next door. I've been landing here a lot more than the house recently, and I think that it's usually less crowded, especially on a hot drop. But we have a chest right here. Come on. I can build, I promise. Just behind the hay. And then we have another one above us. And you can actually just shoot it down. And that'll break and come down to the ground. Or you can actually build a ramp up there too, and it'll break it down. There's also a lot of different like little loot spawns in here. Behind the hay and things like that, you guys can get, sometimes it's ammo, sometimes it's guns, sometimes it's heals. You kind of just get the luck of the draw. But I've been lucky coming up here and getting a few different weapons all the way up in the ceiling. There's some more spawns that are just, usually you get like weapons or ammo and things like that. So moving on, there's what, 1, 2, 3. Let's go over here in this little grassy patch right next to the barn, just to the south side. You do have a campfire, which is useful, and it's kind of got the cover of this grass. No one can really see you here unless they're up on top of that barn. But you have a campfire here, and then you have a chest right next to it there. There's also a lot of loot inside the corn, but you know, it kind of takes a little while to weed through it. So usually what I'm doing is just running out with my pickaxe out. And if I happen to pick up ammo, I'll just double check and see if there's a weapon tied to that. All right, coming up this way, we have 2 more chest locations. One is actually in the corn, I believe, and the other one is right here in this little shed shack area. Just behind the hay here, we got this one, and then there's one more way up here in the corn, and that is it for Frenzy Farms. It's a little bit confusing. It's a little bit spread out. Obviously, you're not going to get every single chest when you hop in here, but now you guys know where all of these locations are. And let me know if this is the spot that you've been landing. We've noticed a lot of action here early on in the season, I think because it is fairly central on the map. You don't have to really worry about where the zone's going to end up. It's usually not a far run to get there. So I think this is a really good spot. There's tons of chests. There's tons of loot. And I hope you guys found this helpful. And, you know, check back for the next video. If you do like this content, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, guys. And I'll see you in the next video.